So here I am at the entrance to Disneyland Paris. This was July, Wednesday the 8th of July. And I got there in the morning by coach from London, overnight coach. There's another video explaining that, why it's best to stay at a hotel in Disneyland Paris and enjoy it properly. But I had a brilliant day and the weather was 28 degrees C. Now behind me is the security, and if you've got one of those bars that I had, you can't get in, or you have to leave the bar behind anyway. So let's get started, shall we?
Disneyland, look at that. Isn't that lovely?
And this was 9 a.m. in the morning. They're looking at the crowds. And this was all before we went in the entrance. Now, once we got through the entrance, here we are. The railway station's above us. And there's Main Street, USA. Notice how crowded it is. Loads of Spanish holiday makers. It's their school holidays. This is literally a few minutes after 9:30. Showing a few pictures of flowers and that. Horse-drawn tram. A few pictures here. And then underneath you've got the monster, the dragon in the dungeon. And then this is the shops inside the castle. Some pictures of goodies to have a look at. That's nice. And of course Main Street USA has got tons of shops. Now this is very close to Peter Pan, this is. And Pinocchio. There you are, you've got to ride on that. Right, so this was Snow White's the ride, and just a few pictures of this one. And then we went in Pinocchio. Look, the wait time, only 10 minutes. There's Pinocchio. That's a lovely little ride. This is quite near the Peter Pan ride. Yes. One of the routes into Adventureland. And you could hear the ducks sow. My wife's into ducks, so we have got a picture of them. Sadly, the Pirates of the Caribbean, one of the best rides, was actually closed for refurbishment. And then we went on to Indiana Jones' Temple of the Peril. That gave me a, and then getting on the ride, the Temple of Peril. That left me with a jippy stomach, it really did. This is the waterfall leading to Frontierland. And this is Peter Pan. Waited an hour and 40 minutes to get into this. Peter Pan versus Captain Cook. The crocodile's here somewhere as well. And a few cuddly teddy bears that are in the Disney shops. Now this is Space Mountain, and this is one of their futuristic fountains. And there was a Captain Nemo submarine. That's a worthwhile visit. It's an ice cream I had. You've got to have that. That's the end of Main Street, USA, on the right hand side on the way in. It's got to be had one of those. And there's my dinner. That's opposite. Now, we were waiting to board the train to tour the park, and that's what you get to see. Let's just do that again. There's the train. It was so crowded, but good fun. Then we went. Then I got a picture here of Walt Disney Studios. There's the dropping lift. And I plan to go back there again, actually. Let's see, is there anything more, or are we all done? A few things I was asked to take. Oh, yes, and when I left, there's the shopping experience, the shopping village. That's a nice place to go to as well, and there's some really nice restaurants and things that I haven't seen, but I'm taking my wife back. With a number of rides I missed out on, actually. Thunder Mountain, for example. One of my favourite rides was the Haunted House. That was really good, so I'd be looking forward to going back. So there's quite a few rides I missed actually that I'd like to go back on. I did the space tours, Star Tours it's called. That left me feeling jippy. It's a very good ride though. You really do feel you're in the Star Wars episodes. So that's my experience at Disney. I had a really great day. Going to take my wife back and do a proper longer visit. And I went back on the coach that evening. So I arrived in the morning on the coach, and that evening at 9, I returned on the coach and got back into Britain around about 8 a.m. At London Victoria coach station. The coach trip, there's a video on that. And I also managed to get onto HS1, the high-speed southeastern train link. There's one or two short videos on that as well. Thank you, everybody. Have a happy holiday, and it's worth a visit to Disney. It really is.